Page 32, Midnight Ride. At the top of the page, they're introducing a new note for the treble clef, and that is an F. That is the bottom space in the staff for the treble clef. It's an F. It's the F right above middle C. So middle C is here, and the F they want is here. It's this F. No other F will do. It's got to be that one. So we have another new note to learn, and make sure you stay up with these notes. It's important because we're just going to keep adding. Don't get behind. They're also introducing another symbol, which you've already had. You know what a tie is. We've had that already, a curved line between two notes. Well, that curved line can be done for other things, and this is one of those things. It's also known as a slur or phrase. It's a legato. It's an indication. Legato means you connect the notes together as best you can. Some people say smooth. We can't do smooth on piano. We do the best we can, but we can't really do smooth. You can do smooth with a violin or a wind instrument simply by connecting the notes smoothly, But with piano, the best we can do is just play a note. And it's like, play another note. I try and connect the sound. There's no silence between them. Doesn't hurt to overlap them a little bit. Some people teach that way. Or if that's confusing, just connect them. Just no silence, and that curved line there then means connect the notes. Well, in this case, it does. So it's a slur is an indication to connect the notes. A phrase is a musical sentence, and they're not the same thing, but a slur line can be used to indicate a phrase line. This is where it gets confusing. Look at page 32. You see this first line here? If I just play this line, the whole line, that's one musical sentence. It's a musical thought. It's like we speak in sentences. Well, music can be played in sentences. It's confusing, isn't it? Look at the top of page 33 here. The first two measures is got the slur, and the next two measures slur. You connect them, but you put silence in between them. But to me, the whole line itself is one phrase because it's all one musical thought. It just doesn't indicate it, because you don't have to indicate a phrase. You feel it. It's part of the music. It's hard. I'll talk more about it as we get into it more and more. Just for now, when you see that curved line, connect the notes and put silence in between them. So in the last note of the page 32, you have an E. Before I play the first note on page 33, the F, I'm going to lift up. It's just a very slight motion. Just lift up. So there's silence. So here. Between each one of these, just lift up. It's not a big one. I exaggerate it so you can see it better, but it's just lift up. And we're going to be doing it a lot, so you'll get the hang of it. Don't worry. All right, let's talk Midnight Ride. 3/4 time, treble and bass clef. I don't see a lot going on. And as far as the hands go, it's either one hand or the other seems to be playing, so we can go ahead and try this both hands at the same time right off the bat. And if there were a lot of stuff going on in both hands, I'd just do it one hand at a time. But I think here we can do both. So start out with thumb on middle C here. And when the right hand comes in, they want second finger on the E, so that puts the hand here. So you're here. So at the quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just make sure you get that. Remember, the dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes. Just memorize it. 3 beats here. Going on. 33. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Go through the whole thing and play it that way. And then we can go back and add the articulation. That's the accents and the slurs and all that. So you see at the beginning of each of these measures on page 32, there's an accent. You're going to play the first beat louder. 1, 2, and then lift up before you go on, and then they put an accent at the beginning of page 33. now there's no accent, but lift up. Second line, there's an accent. So put in the accents and lift up between the slurs. And when you have that, we can go back and add the dynamics. Starts out loud. F forte is loud. You'll have to decide what loud is. And the accent's going to make it, take it up basically to a very loud. It just takes it up a little bit. And you stand there until the third measure at the top of page 33. You see the P. Now you're soft. So the first line on page 33, you're loud here. Now you're soft. It's like an echo. Now you're loud again. Stay that way until the last line you get soft. And just end it soft. Like so. And that's the dynamics. And you can gradually speed it up. Well, fast and urgent, I guess you get the idea. It's a how fast? Well, it depends on you and how fast you can control your fingers. It's got to be accurate. That's more important. And then in the last line there, in the last two measures, you get an RIT. That's short for retardando or retenuto, whichever. You gradually slow down. It's like you just gradually slow it down. And you continue to slow down the count even in the last note. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, off. So it sounds like you're holding it for longer than 3 counts, but really you just slow down the count. I can't tell you, I mean, a lot of this is feel. You learn to do it in time, you'll learn to feel it. So you work it out, get rid of the hesitations, get it all working. How fast you go is entirely up to you. But when you feel you've learned the notes and the rhythms pretty well, then come back and play it with me and we'll check it to make sure. Because we're going to go real slow through it. I'm not going to do the dynamics, just really slow to make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. So I'll give us 3 counts because it's in 3/4 time. 1, ready, go. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off. There's a duet part for this also, so I'd like to play that, and you play what you just played, but I'm going to speed this up quite a bit. And also, I need you to go up an octave again. We've done this before. You just pretend middle C is here, it goes up here, and this is middle C then, and instead of here, you're here, and you play it all up here. So forth. So I'll give us 3 counts. Let's do it together. 1, ready, go.